Thanks for purchasing Clutter Foundations. I wanted to just pop on here and give you a quick overview of the program so you have a good understanding of what you actually purchased, how to access all of the information, and how to get help and support when you need it. There are 3 basic components to Clutter Foundations. You get the course, you get coaching, and you have access to our community. The course is where you learn actual skills and consider new ways of looking at all of the stuff in your life. This is a foundational course. It's the jumping off point for tackling all of the clutter that you have in all areas of your life. The other 2 elements that are brought together in Clutter Foundations are weekly coaching and our access to our incredible community. This gives you the ability to ask questions, to be supported, and the ability to support others. When you can support others and be supported going through this journey, you really optimize your success. So let's talk about accessing the course. This happens inside of a membership site. The URL for the membership site is login.clutterboss.com. All of this information is being sent to you in an email right now. Sometimes the email takes a little bit of time to get to you, but you will get your login information, your username, and your password in that email. Of course, as always, if you don't get the email or if it's lost in spam or lost somewhere on the internet, just drop us a note at support@prioritizeyoursanity.com and we will get back to you as soon as is humanly possible, because we are humans working behind the scenes here. Once you go to log into your membership site, you come to this screen here. Again, your login information is being emailed to you right now. When you get into your site, you will see whatever products you have purchased from us. Right now, this site is set up to show you just what it looks like when you buy our $27 Clutter Foundations membership. Let's take a closer look at your Clutter Foundations membership site. Your Clutter Foundations basic membership site includes the course, which is 5 video lessons. They're right on top here. To watch each lesson, you just click through and the lesson shows up. Additionally, we have the last 4 call recordings for our weekly Q&A call. So you also get ongoing coaching when you join Clutter Foundations, and we record and keep and give you access to the last 4 Q&A call recordings. The recordings have notes attached to them, so you can just scroll through and see what happened on the Q&A call, and then also additional resources that are mentioned in the call. This is a live Q&A call that happens each week. The call time rotates quarterly to accommodate as many different schedules as possible, but we keep all of the last 4 call recordings right inside this membership site. And then if you scroll down, there's free resources. So I do a podcast and you can listen to it on any of the regular podcast aggregators. There's also an advice column, and then motivational interviews that we've done in the past are listed here. So this is what you get inside your membership site with your basic Clutter Foundations $27 purchase. If you have purchased any additional courses or lessons or anything else from us, it would also be found inside this membership site. Okay, so let's talk about our weekly coaching call on Zoom. When you sign up for Clutter Foundations, you have ongoing access to a weekly Q&A call. You never have to pay more. It's always included for as long as we are running these calls. You can join them. The call time changes quarterly, so every 3 months we will change the day and the time of the call, and we will share that information with you via email and inside our Facebook group. This is because we have people in many different time zones, and we try and accommodate as many different time zones and schedules as we possibly can. You'll get a text message reminder before the call. Usually a text message comes in about 30 to 45 minutes before the call, although we send out a lot of text messages, and every so often the system gets a little backed up. So I wouldn't rely on the text message. It's just a convenience that we offer with this program. But it does give you the Zoom link, which never ever changes. And it's just a nice way to remember. But if you want to get onto this call, set a reminder in your phone right now so that you don't ever miss a call. And of course, if you can't make the call, that's okay. You can always post your questions into the group beforehand. Oftentimes people will jump right in and answer your questions immediately inside the group, so you don't even have to wait until the call. And again, we're always changing the day and time of the call 4 times a year. So if you can't make the day and the time that the call is right now, there's a good chance you will be able to make it at some point in the future. The calls are run by me, I'm Jess, and by our incredible team of Clutter coaches. And speaking of, let's meet some of our Clutter coaches. So I'm Jess Marcy. I started this whole entire program. I am a professional organizer, a Clutter coach. I worked for a couple of years in people's homes doing one-on-one work, and then I transitioned more to workshops so I could reach a broader population because I really had no additional time in my schedule. And there were many people who couldn't afford to hire a professional organizer in their house. So I knew there had to be a better way to make the information that I share, the techniques, the strategies, the mindset shifts that I teach more affordable and accessible to more people. I started doing workshops, and then I started doing Clutter Boot Camp, which was a 1-week-long event. We still do Clutter Boot Camps. But what happened with Clutter Boot Camp is people wanted to join the program right away. They didn't want to wait until the next boot camp. And that is where Clutter Foundations came from. This idea that we can offer an ongoing foundational program at a reasonable cost, giving you the support that you need to actually tackle everything in your life. Now I work with an incredible team of coaches. Coach Colleen was one of my first in-home clients. She tackled all of her clutter, including tons of sentimental clutter, decluttered her house, and like everyone else in our program has been able to maintain a decluttered home once she went through the entire process. She now coaches inside of all of our different containers and programs, and she's incredible. You'll see her around. Gina hopped on board when we started doing Clutter Boot Camp. She is a professional organizer out of Connecticut who has been fully trained in all of my methods. And Amy started right where you are right now. She was in your shoes about 2 years ago, went through all of my programs, is an amazing inspirational coach and human. We are so happy that she's part of our team. There's Marie, who is our consistency queen. She started decluttering with 1 box a day and has continued to do that now for, I think, 18 months. Marie is absolutely amazing. She has been decluttering 1 box a day from her house. She has gone on to my coaching programs, and we're so happy she's part of our team. We have Sam out of North Carolina. Sam is an incredible coach. Also started off right where you are right now, went through all of my programs. She helps us a lot with basic strategies to tackle the overwhelm in everyday life, runs Clutter Coach on Call sessions. Coach Amber is out of Wyoming. Amber, again, started off where you guys are, sped through all of our programs, has started her own professional organizing business in Wyoming, runs many of our Clutter coaching calls and Clutter Coach on Call sessions. We are so happy she is a part of our team. And then behind the scenes, helping us with all of our tech stuff, if you email support, you will likely get a response from Joanne. Joanne manages so much of the behind the scenes stuff, and we're thrilled that she is part of our team. When you join our programs, it's really helpful to remember that we are not another scammy internet sales thing. We are real humans who have been in your shoes. We have been in that spot of overwhelm, and we genuinely care about your success in all of our programs. We are going to do everything that we can to support you, from giving you amazing advice to tech support and everything in between, because we want you to be successful. And we ask that in return, when you are inside of our Facebook groups and interacting within our containers, within our programs, when you're emailing us, when you're reaching out, when you have a question, please keep in mind that we strive to keep our communities the best of the best on social media. And that means that we are completely judgment-free. We will never judge you for where you are in your life. We know that there's a lot of factors that can create a situation where you have a lot of clutter and you feel like there is no hope, or you feel like nobody can help you, or you feel embarrassed or shameful. Whatever the feelings are that you have, it's okay. You were in a completely judgment-free zone, and we ask that in this judgment-free zone, you also reach out with kindness and respect to everyone else in our community, because again, we strive to keep our communities the best of the best on social media, and we are serious about it. Please also remember that we are a private community. Things that are shared inside of our community cannot be shared outside of our community, and we will never share anything that you post into our community without asking you for permission first. If it's a really awesome before and after or something like that, you can always say no. There is no soliciting or political comments in our groups, period. We want to maintain, again, this best of the best community. It is judgment-free, we are kind, we are respectful, and there is no reason to create division inside of our communities ever. So now that you know a little bit about what happens inside of Clutter Foundations, you get your course, you get your coaching, you get your community, a lot of people ask, what happens next? Clutter Foundations and all of the programs that I run are based on the idea of continuing education. So after Clutter Foundations, well, you're always in Clutter Foundations, but if you would like additional education, continuing education, or additional support opportunities, we have a ton of stuff that we do all the time. There are Clutter Coach on-call sessions, which are small group sessions where you have a coach right there to answer your questions as you're decluttering. We offer self-study lessons and courses, group education workshops and programs, and one-on-one work. Plus, we're always adding to the slate of continuing education opportunities. I believe that all of the clutter in our lives is connected. And once you start tackling your physical clutter, the stuff on the floor, you might come across something that is emotional, or you might recognize that this item represents some financial clutter or some relationship clutter. And once you start to tackle one bit of clutter, it's hard to keep moving forward unless you have the support to tackle all of the rest of your clutter. And that is exactly what we offer in our continuing education and additional support opportunities. You will hear about these opportunities in your email. Sometimes we'll send out a little text message to let you know that we're running a program. If you follow me on social media, I will share whenever these opportunities come up. We publish a calendar of events every quarter so you know what is happening moving forward and how we can continue to support you. Thank you so much for joining Clutter Foundations. I cannot wait to work with you, and I am so honored that you are here and you are ready to start doing this very scary thing, tackling the clutter in your life.